Okay. Hey y'all, just some stuff here for y'all to look at. Remington gun manufacturer files for bankruptcy. No surprise. They actually filed in February, but I just seen it here this morning. So anyway, here we go. This is their headquarters was in North Carolina, and their corporate office or whatever. And they moved to Alabama in 2015. See here, it says, which still lists Mayodan as its corporate headquarters, although the company's executives relocated to Alabama 3 years ago. Filed for bankruptcy, voluntary bankruptcy protection in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Delaware. Its lenders would own 82.5% of the equity in a organized Remington, the company said in a release. One of the world's largest gun manufacturers has struggled recently with declining sales amid decreasing consumer demand that have riddled its industry. Through the third quarter of last year, Remington's sales fallen 27.5% to $466.7 million, and its net income fell from $19.1 million in 2016 to $60.5 million loss. Here it goes into the school shootings, about that shit. I ain't even gonna go into that. Difficult industry conditions make today's agreement prudent. I'm confident this regrouping ensures that Remington will continue as both a strong company and an indelible part of our national heritage. So, they want us to be known for death and destruction, of course. With guns, I'm all for protecting yourself, but you know what I'm saying with that. Anyways, and see, they had promised here 2,000 new jobs, and then they moved the corporate people away, and they still haven't gotten these jobs. Anyways, they're Rockingham, North Carolina. Okay, and let's see, looky here at this. Its lenders would own 82.5% of the equity. Okay, and who owns them? Okay. Here's some other articles about it, if you want to look. It's saying the same shit there, so. But here's Remington. Arr! I'll leave all these links below. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Until 2015, Remington Arms was part of the Freedom Group, which is owned by Cerberus Capital Management. In 2014, a new plant built in Huntsville to produce AR-15 semi-automatic style rifles was built. Okay, also they've been owned by I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, DuPont. During the Great Depression, Remington was purchased by the DuPont Corporation, which had made its fortune with improvements to gunpowder. Y'all know what they do now. Yeah, chemicals and all that shit that gives you cancer and all that, and other stuff, whether worse, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, a year later they purchased Peters Cartridge Company. It says, with the aid of DuPont, Remington built the Lake City Army Ammunition Plant and Denver Ordnance Ammunition Plants, and 3 more plants later on, including the Lowell Ordnance Plant. Though the plants belong to the U.S. government, Remington was asked to oversee their operation. Who really owns these companies? There you go. Right there. Not just the U.S. government. See who's over these people, over this here, see, Cerberus Capital Management. And they acquired Marlin Firearms in 2007. And then they acquired in 2009 Advanced Armament Corporation. Relocation of production plants. See there, like I said earlier, the new state-of-the-art plant in Huntsville, Alabama. And Remington decided to move 2 production lines from the however you say that, New York plant as a result of the fallout of that, which restricted gun ownership. Huntsville is now building the AR-15 style semi-automatic rifles from Bushmaster DPMS and Remington R-15. The corporate headquarters are located in Madison, North Carolina. Remington owns 2 firearms plants. The larger plant's located in New York, but here it says they relocated that one up here to Huntsville. There. Remington rifles are incorporated into the flag and the national emblem of Guatemala. That's interesting, isn't it? Anyways, there. Cerberus. There's the CEO. Cerberus. Where the hell is it? It's an American private equity firm specializing in distressed investing. It's based in New York, run by Steve Feinberg, who co-founded it with William L. Richter, who serves as senior managing director. It has offices in the U.S. and Europe and Asia. Has more than $40 billion under management in funds and accounts. The company is a U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission registered investment advisor. Investors include government and private sector pension and retirement funds, charitable foundations, blah 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 blah. You know what Cerberus is, named after the mythical 3-headed dog that guarded the gates of Hades. Dan Quayle, former vice president, joined them in 1999 as the chairman of the company's global investments division. It has 11 offices in 9 countries. The company has been an acquirer of businesses over the past several years. In these anyway, y'all can look more into this if you will, if you want to. There, you know. So anyway, that's who owns them, and you know who's profiting from these things. You know, they're not going to ban these guns because they make too much fucking money off of them. You know, they'll put tighter restrictions on it, yeah, but they're not going to totally ban them right now because they're making too much money off of it. But here, then I go to the other thing there. Who? Shit, I skipped some shit, didn't I? Okay, this is the CEO dude right there. That's what I forgot. I'm sorry. And there he is. Okay, and then go to this. I found this. This was in 2015. Firearms company Colt Defense filed for bankruptcy in 2015. I had to look and see who owned their debt. You know what I'm saying? They're investors. So yeah. Anyway. That's the search for it. Hang on just a second. I got my links all fucked up, I'm sorry. Okay. And Colt, you know who Colt is, they are the world's leading supplier for military worldwide. They supply all military in all governments. all foreign governments they sell to. The main original producer of the M16, if you didn't know. Let's see. Gerald R. Dinkle is the president. He succeeded Lieutenant General William M. Keyes, U.S. Marine Corps, retired. And then there's that Colt Canada Corporation. Let's see. Anyway, here's another one. The Colt Manufacturing Company. You okay? They started out they're currently the longest standing military and law enforcement service handgun in the world, and is still used today. Though they did not develop it for a long time, Colt was also primarily responsible for AR-15s and M16. Let's see here. Y'all know about Sam Colt there. You can look at that there. Anyway, I'm just doing a video.
One, you said one.
Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. See, you know, they've had a lot of bought a lot of other companies and stuff. You know, the monopoly there. Let's see here.
I didn't tell him he was smart ass.
Let's see. The Great Depression. Anyway, you know, no doubt they're probably connected to the ones that owns Remington. They all are. And then get back, you know, even the Pope, the Vatican owns weapons factories and shit. You know, there you go. Resignations and mergers. There you go. Anyways, I ain't got time to look any more into it than that. So, I don't even remember what this is. I'm sorry, y'all. William Morgan Keyes, that's the CEO. He was there. Advanced Interactive Systems is what they go under there. So, and here we have the current CEO. It'll load here. No, this is Advanced Interactive Systems. Where the hell did that dude go? Okay, there he is. This is the CEO. Current. If it'll load. Gerald R. Dinkle. And I've got to... It's a good thing I'm about out of time on this one, because they're starting to get at each other's throats here. Anyway. Here we go. Ah! Okay, here you go. There he is. This was in 2013. So, there we go. And here, this. I just read this shit. I mean, you'd be like, really? You know, they're all about protecting Africa and stuff, but because all these other companies want to come in and mine and rape the land when they're doing the same shit. You all know the deal with this. But this is one story I wanted to point out here. Where the hell is it? Pennsylvania man charged with illegally exporting weapons to Iraq. God forbid they miss any of their profit. Right? You know what this is saying here, you know? Anyway, anyways, there, hypocrisy there, you know, that's okay for them to do it, but, I mean, it's wrong either way, you